Woo chow. It has been 3 years, you guys. 3 years since I last uploaded a video. Oh my goodness. It is great to be back. I am feeling inspired and refreshed. I am ready to develop content. I have listened to all of you from my Instagram posts and your comments in regards to A, wanting me to come back to YouTube, B, posting videos on YouTube, and C, what brings us here today of listening to what you would like to learn more about and or hear my opinion on. And that is what is bringing me back to feel inspired and stepping outside of my comfort zone. As I always say, get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. So here we are, right? I am filming my first video in 3 years, and I want to start off fresh going into the fall season. So today we have the long-awaited 2019 fall clothing trends. I've talked about this for almost a month, and I had not had the opportunity to sit down and actually film this content. So here we are. Let's get into it. Before we kick everything off, I know this sounds so cliche, but I'd ask you to like, comment, and subscribe for your girl, because that is my motivation and my encouragement that I need from you all to keep this thing going. Let's get into it. All right, so number one, we have houndstooth and patterns. This is going to come as no surprise, as you've probably already seen this hit the market all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, and the like, of specific houndstooth and patterns. Yes, it is here. And to kick everything off, I have to say that I'm still kicking myself for not getting this houndstooth jacket that I seen in Zara and tried on, and it was perfect, and I couldn't convince myself, and I don't know why I could not convince myself. It had gold buttons down it. I'll insert a picture here so you all can see what I am missing out on. I also tried to go to the Zara website, and guess what? They only have a small, so your girl cannot order it. If anyone is out there that is at a Zara and sees this jacket in a medium, please let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram, because I need it in my life. So you've seen this already hit the runway with the Chanel Fall 2019 Ready to Wear show. It was absolutely gorgeous. The girls had all of their hands in their pockets with wide leg trousers on, just like strutting through snow. Oh, so good. So good. If you haven't seen the photos yet, please go and take a look at them. All the patterns, all the feels. Get into this trend because it's not going away for the season. You need it. Number two, jewel tones. This is all your sapphire blues, your emeralds, your citrines, your amethyst purples. You will see this through and through for the fall in a monochromatic look. I will try to find some images for you, but this is going to be a bold look. If you want to be bold, get into this trend. The look on some folks are very edgy. It can be dressed up, it can be dressed down, it can be casual. You can even add this pop with just a coat. That's all you need, really. If you wanted to, it's just a coat. It is not one that I am actually going to follow for the season, just because I do already have some jackets like that, and I do not tend to wear them as much as I would think. So it's not worth spending the money for me. But if you are wanting to be bold in regards to busting out in some color when it's fall, when it is cold as outside, this one's for you. All right, so these next two bring me back to straight up 80s. I'm not even gonna lie. The third one that I will specifically touch on is what they kind of are calling Victorian, but again, I'm gonna bring it back to the 80s, and that is specifically with the big shoulder puff sleeves, the corset tight fitting shirts and or blouses. I'm here for this. I remember my mom used to have this red shirt that I would always gravitate towards, and it had the shoulder pads on the inside to give it a little bit of oomph, and it had a V-neck similar to what I have on now and some buttons. I still should go and see if my mom has this shirt, because the 80s was it, right? That was just how they rolled. And it is coming back around in full force. You will find this from Topshop, from Zara, from H&M, from Forever 21, to a lot of the brands that they carry in the high-end stores is Neiman's, Saks, you name it. You name it. It's here. You will find this to be a dominant trend for the fall. You should get into it. I like to be a little bit of extra with my outfits, and this is a great way to just throw in a pair of jeans or a pair of slacks, provide a little bit of oomph, as I like to call it, and move on with your day. So don't forget about this trend. It's one that I'm going to follow. As I mentioned, I was going to loop in 3 and 4 together, and the 4th one is, and should be no surprise because this one is not a trend for me. This tends to be a classic and a staple for me for all of fall and winter because I don't like to be cold, and this is tights. You can dress up any outfit, a skirt, whether you're going to work, or a skirt to be a little bit more edgy, whatever it is, with tights. It could be patterns, it could be solid colors, it can be anything you want to, again, add that little bit of umphness, as I like to call it, again, to any outfit. You will see through and through throughout the season that they have specifically chosen to highlight the Crayola colored crayon colors. That was a tongue twister, but you know what I mean. They want that monochromatic look, as I mentioned previously, and so you will see this come out in the greens, the blues, the yellows, the reds, you name it. It is here. It's not going anywhere. I suggest that you actually just throw on a pair if you're feeling a little sassy, right? If you want to add a little bit of pattern to your outfit. You know, I tend to do this when I have on like a plain outfit, and then it's just that little pop. You know what I'm saying? So this is one, again, that I'm going to be following. I hope you all do too. Stay warm, stay cozy, get some tights. This should have been my number one. This should have been my number one because this is the one that is the yummiest. This is the one that is so simple and chic and classy, yet edgy and is a vibe. That it really should have been my number one. What was I thinking? I have been stalking all of the websites to see when are these coats in this color scheme coming out. And number 5 is the neutrals, specifically for me. I'm gonna go with brown. Hands down, brown. I found some leather skirts that are brown and yummy and like that mocha color. I cannot wait for the weather to break. I'm actually going on vacation really soon, and guess what? I couldn't even contain myself to wait. So a lot of what you will see me in on vacation is like cream colored-esque because everything else I have to wait for the weather to get colder. Thankfully, I'm going somewhere warm and I'm able to still wear this color, but I am bursting at the seams waiting to be able to follow this trend for the fall and winter. Definitely get into it. I am by far going to probably overload on the neutrals and the browns. Maybe you will too. My opinion really doesn't matter, but I suggest you get into it. It's a great way for you to just throw on anything and look clean, sharp, and put together. There you have it. That is my top 5 for the fall 2019 clothing trends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I will ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your girl some love below. This was not easy for me. It's very time consuming for me to sit here and actually film this video without my 3 boys running around. So give your girl some love. And with that, toodles, guys. I'll see you soon.